Hello and welcome to the Chongqing Major Qualifiers. My name is Nomad. I'm here with Mr. Mofarah, and we are here for the final match of the day. It's going to be Vega Squadron versus Ninjas in Pyjamas, game number 3 in the series. It all comes down to the final game to find out who is going home and who gets to stay in the tournament. Of course, it's not a land, so they're kind of home already, so it's not very far to go, but I'm sure they'd be very upset if they lost. Mofarah, give me a 14-word rundown in the past 2 series ending in an anagram.
What? That's not fair. I'll do 14 words for you. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Am I describing... Do I get 14 words for each game or just for both games overall?
Over both. And the first word has to start with B.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one. I can't do that now.
Disgusting. Well, let's just talk about the heroes. We have Keeper of the Light and Beastmaster again from Vega Squadron. I believe it was it them who played it earlier or Liquid who played it earlier? I think it was Liquid.
It was Liquid.
Yeah, very interesting.
We wondered why they picked the Keeper of the Light with the Beastmaster, then didn't level the wild axes on the Beastmaster. It was a little bit weird, but in terms of the overall game plan, it worked very well with the split push, the rat. So maybe look to see that from Vega a little bit here. But I like that Ninjas have gone back for the Rubik again. Saxa played that very well last game.
Yeah, it was a good Rubik game. And, already Keeper of the Light, Beastmaster, you can't really try to counterpick a Rubik, but you just kind of got to give him a few of these spells. And these are already 2 heroes with some good spells for Rubik to take. And
here's the Brewmaster that we've been talking about so much the last couple of games that we didn't see.
Yes,
we've got him
finally,
back.
He's coming back. Brewmaster is back, much like Liquid.
I think you probably want to play the Brewmaster as the support against the Keeper of the Light and the Beastmaster, would be my guess. Against that lane, you can just run the Keeper of the Light down, or at least try with the Drunken Brawler. Use it as like a protective support.
5 seconds remaining.
But again, could still be an off-lane brew. We've seen, mid brews as well, especially by Empire Hope in their CIS qualifiers. So lots of different options here, again for Ninjas. Same as the Rubik Mag opening last game. How does Dazzle not get picked in the first round? Managed to get banned out in the second phase. These just surprised me.
Yeah, I know. Most teams have been valuing this Dazzle a huge amount, but not so. So far, I don't think we've seen him today.
No, it's usually been banned out or just completely ignored in the picks. It's interesting, especially with how versatile it is with where it can lane.
The tides of the meta. The tides of the meta, ever changing.
What do they want to go for here on Vega now, though? You can see this Keeper of the Light Beastmaster. We saw Liquid play the Terrorblade with it earlier. I imagine with the PA ban now, they're going to have to do something a little bit different. No more 0-3-0 PAs.
Please no. The 1-0 Magnus will deal with it.
Oh yeah, true. Both these openings, though, very standard at the moment, it feels like. I'll be interested to see whether Vega, they go for the boar build on the Beastmaster as well with the Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, the Keeper of the Light's been kind of... Some teams have been loving it, some teams have been ignoring it. We get some games where it's just ignored throughout the entire draft. It's very much a kind of... A choosy hero. It's a choosy hero. But it works well when you know what you're doing with the hero, which fairly sure that Vega do.
I also love how there's a whole patch rework, by the way, and loads of heroes get changed, and Wisp is just still first ban. Because it's such a ridiculous hero with how unique it is and what it can offer.
Yeah, conceptually, it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
Whoever has first pick, gotta ban it out against them. Naga ban. So Vega, I think you want to. We talk about them wanting to push these lanes in all the time. Keep the map control going, like we saw Liquid do in our first series today. Narc is probably one of the best heroes at dealing with that. You just send illusions to the lane. You're constantly shoving them back out the other way. And obviously very difficult for Vega to deal with that Naga. Particularly strong carry at the moment. Farms very quick. Deucer ban. Okay. I mean, it's decent with the Keeper of the Light and the Beastmaster. It gives you the attack speed. You can constantly give him the Chakra Magic mana as well. Keep him tanky.
Yep. Keep those snakes coming out as well. More importantly, because they will give you mana as well.
If you see the Deucer's new talent at level 15, or if you level it, you steal 55% of their max mana on the last jump of the snake.
The last jump.
Crazy.
Yeah, if you pull that off, it's pretty toast. But doesn't happen so much that it's a problem, I would say.
Radiant team pick.
PL ban. Okay. Don't mind that. Good at getting on top of the Keeper of the Light. All these illusions they don't really deal with very well at the moment.
Yeah, plus if you get a Diffusal carrier and then you have a Coddle on your team, it's kind of like, do I want to give you more damage?
Yeah, true.
And
Oh,
Vega, finally we see an Undying this series.
That's the reason for the PL ban as well, though. They wanted to... Oh, just hit my mic, sorry. They just wanted to pick the Undying too. A good lane support up against the Brewmaster if you can match it up. Constantly steal his strength, run him down. Not too bad. Feels like they could play the Brew as the position 5 here, but is it a Peter hero? I think he can play it, but again, we said last series he tends to prefer these like really babysitting heroes like the Bane, the Lich, and whatnot. Just if you look at Vega's draft at the moment, though, it looks like if they pick some kind of like active early online carry, they have some scary kind of push strat going already. Good sustain with the Undying as well. Tombstone to team fight.
Yeah, well, Tombstone's always a really nice spell to have. Just to throw it down in the middle of a team fight, slows everybody down, something more to deal with. It's kind of like kind of the same situation as like a little egg, slowing everybody down. Doesn't do any damage, of course. You don't have the urgency to kill it, but it can completely turn a team fight if you just leave it unchecked.
Yeah, you need to make sure you pick up a Tombstone hitter here, especially with the Will-O-Wisp from the Keeper of the Light as well. You want some kind of unit hitter in these team fights. Sure. Lots of stuff going on the floor at the moment from Vega that they need to deal with.
Yes, there certainly is. There certainly is. These.
That's a Kyle term, by the way. The stuff.
Oh, okay. Only Kyle that says stuff.
I feel so. Yeah, especially in Dota casting.
Radiant team.
I hope he hasn't trademarked it. There you go. There it is.
There's that Lina coming out. We've waited a long time to see this Lina being played. I don't mind an early Lina pick as well, because we have seen a lot of Linas in that 4 position, but more commonly it's in the mid. I think it's really good for, as you say, dealing with that Tombstone, really nice. Also able to throw down a Light Strike Array, which can always be good versus any of these heroes, because Coddle likes to sit still and throw down that
5 seconds.
Illuminate.
Yes, well done.
Thank you. Brain slow. Long day, brain slow. It's not really a long day.
But again, could still be Rubik 5. I imagine it's probably Sax are going to be playing it, but they could run the Brew 3 with the Lina 4. There's a few different options here for ninjas. There's lots of things they can do.
Yeah, it's like it all gets very confusing very quickly. Vega, though, they will go back for this Terrorblade. They're confident in Madara to carry the game on the backs of the Winged Beast.
Again, another one of the heroes that was in the Liquid draft. You just shove lanes in constantly. Very low committal. You've got the Illuminate, the Boars, the Illusions from the TB. Up into Brewmaster Lina, though. That's, a brave pick. You have that burst from the Lina, the Dispel from the Brewmaster Storm.
Oh, yeah.
Storm Panda clears through all the illusions as well.
Yeah, makes a big difference. Something we scanned over, by the way, is that the PA was banned by Ninjas in Pyjamas. Pretty neat. Ooh, this is what I like to see. Ninjas in Pyjamas picking up the Bat Rider for 33. This is some hard lockdown for that Terrorblade. Sounds like you've gone again, interestingly. The exact same point as last draft as well. But yeah, I mean, Bat Rider can just jump in with that lasso and kind of isolate the Terrorblade before he can really get going in these fights. And in response to the Beastmaster, obviously he's got the Roar as well, so each team have their hard lockdown, these kind of hard initiations to these fights. I'm interested to see what Vega put up for their middle lane right now, because it's looking like they're pretty light on the damage until that Terrorblade comes online. You're going to need some magic damage to lay down into this fight. Lockdown, they're kind of okay, could use a little bit more. The Lina would have been great for them, but unfortunately the other team has the Lina. So have to look in another situation. Hi man, what keeps happening? Where are you going?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just don't like you. I just keep leaving you, that's all.
Fair enough. There's only so much meat you can take.
I was going to say, the best thing about the Bat Rider is that it doesn't matter which side lane you put it in now, it's going to have a good time. Because it does pretty well against Beastmaster, really well against Terrorblade as well, and neither of the supports deal well with it. Like, they don't have any stuns to be able to stop this Bat Rider just running at somebody. So...
Ooh, an Arc Warden ban from Vega as well. That was either an insane snipe. Like, if you're PPD at this point, if you're the drafter for NiP and you see the Arc Warden ban, you have one or two reactions. Either, damn it, that was our strategy. That's exactly what we were going for. Or, why the hell did they ban Arc Warden?
I mean, Ace did play it a lot at the major. One of the more popular heroes. Matches up well against TB as well because of the nice little bubble. And they need like a win condition hero as well. They need some kind of physical damage coming through from ninjas here. So Arc Warden, a really good ban.
Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet. I'm not sure if NiP are going to pick it because
I think it's a good Morphling game though for ninjas. I think
the Terrorblade again didn't work out too well last time.
to the Undying though as well. They don't have any stuns apart from Raw. I think it's just all right. Gives you that win condition as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more aggression. You know, the late game Morphling didn't pay out last time. Let's see a Naga.
It's banned. I'll be very impressed.
Ah, damn it. Damn it, I was so excited for that call. Alright. Quickly, predictions. Ninjas in Pyjamas, they're going to go for Morphling.
Yeah.
Very good.
Told
Very
you.
well
Easy
done,
peasy.
Vega Squadron now. They've got to pick up their mid laner. Who is it going to be?
They need something that matches well up against the Lena. We've seen TA banned out every series game so far this series, but it's a possibility. But I feel like they lack stuns. I think DK is a decent option for them.
Yeah, I was
It's
going to
not-
suggest the DK.
10
I don't know how they kill them off otherwise. That's my big worry.
Yeah.
Especially when he gets the BKB.
5 seconds remaining.
Storm, possibly, but it doesn't sound great.
Even the Skywrath, if they done that much, just for
Oh,
the
God.
silence. But yeah, dude, it doesn't sound the best. I'm just spitballing here. Also, Skywrath can be rough against Lena. It's very much a one way or the other.
I think when you need a stun and you need to pick a mid laner, you're like, well, what mid lane has a stun? And it always just goes back to DK, doesn't it? Maybe they can pick Alk and just go crazy, but it sounds horrible as well.
Yeah, two heavy farming heroes,
Yeah.
always a risk.
Oh,
Ooh, Puck, hello.
Heroes.
He's made a late entry to the game.
that's interesting. So again, applies this leash now. I don't think it matters too much this game. Could you waveform out of the Dream Coil? I actually don't know. I haven't tested much with this
I'm
Puck
not.
hero yet. You can't. So
Any movement ability you cannot use versus leashes.
that Bat Rider set, by the way, makes me feel sick.
He's no longer a bat, he's now a crow rider. For starters.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
It just looks awful. It just doesn't fit the lore. And I have no idea what Bat Rider's lore is.
I mean, a crow pooping fire, I don't think that fits many laws.
This Puck's really good though. I like this a lot. Matches up well against Lena. You can dodge the Dragon Slave coming through.
Yeah, it gives him a
Trade right
stun,
clicks really well.
gives him a
him some-
silence.
Yes, exactly. You can blow the morph up if he's on really high agi. If he's trying to be greedy and farm up. I feel like there's a lot of this game resting on Mage though on this Puck. He has to get a lot of work done here.
He's got to put in the hours, that's for sure. And I'm betting on him, dude. I'm putting my money on Vega Squadron for this game. I think they've got it. Mofarah, what say you?
I believe in ninjas. I think this Bat Rider's going to go crazy this game. And they have the Lena with the Shadow Blade that can pick the Puck off as well. They've got the Rubik with the instant lift, so it's not a free Puck game.
Definitely not. Either way, I think this is going to be a close one. I'm reckoning for a big, big finale to this series, which has been giving us a couple of really good games so far. I'm excited for it. Game number 3, Ninjas in Pyjamas versus Vega Squadron. Let's get started. As Mage heads down this middle lane, he's got his Null Talisman with the Fairy Fire. It's going to be blood in the middle lane, I think. Fatter versus Lena. Fatter on the Lena versus Puck on Mage. It's going to get messy. One of these heroes is going to go down at some point. If you land a stun on this Puck, it could get really dangerous.
If this Rubik ever rotates in, when the Lena gets level 6, that Puck's not a particularly tanky hero. So very easy kill. But up until that point, mid lane matchup pretty even in general. The Lena can push the lane out with Dragon Slave. Puck has the orb, so Puck has a little bit more base damage, but not by much. I think whoever gets that second old talisman could really make a difference. So the first 2 waves are going to be really important for both these mid heroes.
Meanwhile, Saxa just obnoxiously runs into the Radiant jungle and plonks down a sentry ward, dewards this camp here, and generally going to be a pain for anybody trying to pull in this bottom lane. Hopefully put Madara under some pressure. Meanwhile,
They see the Beastmaster top as well, so the Morphling tries to rotate up here. They want to put the Bat Rider against the Terrorblade. Talks about how good that matchup is. 33 wanders down.
yeah, Bat versus Terrorblade is it's a bit of a pain, and I don't think Vega have registered this either.
Yeah, definitely not. And so Ninjas get the matchup that they want.
The battle
And
begins.
yeah, Terrorblade, 520 HP, really high armor. Doesn't really matter against Bat Rider that you have high armor. Just runs you down with his magic damage.
There's actually going to be 3 runes for NiP as well, as PPD just runs in at top and takes himself a rune. I think he realized that something weird was going on with the lanes and just decides to take advantage of it and grab himself a bounty. Looking
Very cheeky.
Nice for NiP to start things off. Yeah, PPD on the brew, by the way. We were saying last game how he usually plays the more conventional hard fives like the Bane, the Lich, the other heroes we've seen. And today he's busting out the Brewmaster. I'm excited to see it.
I mean, we were seeing this events like ESL Hamburg as well, even before the new patch came out. So I was surprised to see the Brewmaster support carrying on.
Okay. Meanwhile, Saxa. Pexu coming in behind, 33, just trying to get some damage out with this, with the decay. 12 charges on it so far, so he can do some damage and take advantage of these squishy heroes. And look at the right clicks coming through onto 33. Pexu chasing down. Does need to be careful though, as these sticky napalm stacks will start to be a problem if he stays too long. So just staying in the trees, let them refresh and then run straight back out again. Pexu doesn't want 33 annoying Madara.
It's really important in this bot lane that you make the most of the first meta, because when the meta runs out, Batrider's going to get level 2, and then the lane just completely changes.
Meanwhile,
to make sure you have a good start.
Very low at mid as Fata gets busy with the harass with the Dragon Slave and the Fiery Soul. This is a problem because Dragon Slave is very difficult to avoid as Puck because you've only got a couple of seconds, sorry, a couple of microseconds, milliseconds, I don't know words, 0.75 seconds to avoid that Dragon Slave with.
Peter's trying to get some damage out top lane with a Drunken Brawler, but these boars are making his life a little bit difficult.
Yeah, they're going to slow him down a fair bit. Is it percentage-based slows? It is.
Everything's percentage-based slows.
That's true. Meanwhile, finally, in the bottom lane, they take down Pexu. The stacks of sticky napalm just stack up.
Did he deny to tower or something? Because he didn't have level 2 on the Batrider, it was only napalm.
Maybe he died on the tower and forgot. I don't know.
I don't know.
Very hard to tell you. Very hard to tell you. Maybe it was just the decays running out. We'll never know. We'll never know.
Damn Tito.
Meanwhile, up at the top, it's PPD and Ace versus Kezi. And,
Fata picks up a DD in the mid rune as well, so lane gets a little bit easier for him here. He's already having a decent time.
Yeah, Fata's doing well. I think this lane is a bit of an advantage for the Lina, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Especially until when Puck gets level 6, though, you know, it can work both ways. Whoever gets the rotation in from the support first often nets a kill on the other mid laner.
Yeah, it's always close, especially with the Laguna. Oh, nice quick dodge there, jumping forwards onto Fata, actually. Just trying to dodge spells, misses the dodge onto the Dragon Slave, which hurts, you know. Struggling to dodge these Dragon Slaves, always a painful experience for the Puck in the mid lane.
Guess what?
What's
TB,
that?
where's he gone?
Oh,
back to the jungle.
Here we go, Madara hitting that jungle hard. His lane's been dominated, so he's just going to run. But, you know, what they always say about Dota, you can only win 2 lanes.
Yeah, true. But they're only winning top at the moment, it feels like, on the Radiant side.
True.
I mean, mid's very even, though, at least. So I guess both 1.5, you know. Peter top.
1.5. Equal lanes. Very close.
Peter almost gets hit by the Illuminate.
Nearly.
It's so difficult for them to get on top of this Keeper of the Light, which is the most important one to kill off first. They don't really have jump until this Batrider gets a blink, so look to see maybe next time try and abuse that a little bit.
Yeah, PBD coming in for the right clicks, using that speed, but actually cancels the right click. Doesn't go for it in the end, and will take himself a little creep instead. Ace about to get blasted again, and ooh, he doesn't manage to avoid it. That's going to be half of his health will gone, but of course he's a morph, so you know, a quick tangle brings him right back in.
On this Rubik, just hunting the Terrorblade. He's like, okay, well, you're not in the lane anymore, so I wonder where you've gone. What do we see every Terrorblade game? So Pexu, instead of having to defend the Terrorblade in the lane, he now has to defend the Terrorblade in the jungle instead.
Pexu, defender of the jungle. Treant Protector Mark II.
This lane, mid though. Fata definitely doing a really good job. He's had very good rune control as well. Got the DD before, now has the Arcane Rune bottled up, so especially with this Terrorblade now in the jungle, this kind of opens up Saxa to be able to move towards this mid lane. So look for that level 6 gank that we were talking about before.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, it's a battle for the runes here, as Vega will decide to rotate in. Pexu does grab it, but may pay with his life as these stacks are coming up. And now with the Tranquil Boots, Grabbed by the Bat Rider. He can just run Pexu down, no problems at all. Jumps in with a final right click. Meanwhile, Madara, he just goes back to the jungle. He's cool.
Sure. Bat Rider tries to chase him away. Get those napalms going.
Ooh, my hand Yep, Madara's fine. 3 stacks of sticky napalm aren't enough of a threat to keep the...
Just chasing him.
I say
I
that.
don't care. I don't care if I'm not getting farm. I'm just going to chase you anyway.
Yep. Doing the damage with that cask. 5 stacks of sticky napalm. Wait for that to run out. Meanwhile, I thought 33 was going to take his creeps, but not committing that hard.
So now,
I don't know. He's coming back in. He's still here with his sticky napalm.
Because nobody else can lane in this. Nobody else on the radiant side can lane
they've
down bot.
got the science out onto Lina with the tombstone as well, trying to cast this LSA, baits it out perfectly onto the puck, and now PPD comes in. They get the kill onto Mage. They're not even going to kill Fatsa as they get 2. Pexu goes down as well as 33 was in from behind just in case. And they'll tip up Fatsa for that amazing. I mean, he was just pumping the Light Strike array, just like so calm and collected in that gank. He knew that he couldn't get it off if the puck hadn't used the phase shift, so he just bumped it, and then the moment that phase shift went off, Fatsa knew he'd got his kill.
Yeah, again, both mid heroes hit 6. I thought whoever got the rotation might end up getting the kill for their team. I didn't really expect it to go the other way around.
Yeah, very impressive. And
they're just relentless on this Terrorblade, though. They're constantly finding him in the jungle and trying to just stop him from free farming. They know that he's so much of the damage on the Radiant side.
Look at him. Pops the shrine, TP's bottom. Alright, fine. Jesus, I'll go bottom now. He just got up here. Meanwhile, they get a return kill onto PPD at the very least. And now actually, NiP looking to get a return kill onto Pexu, who can't really do a thing. He's going to jump into the Ancients. Will they finish him off? No. 33 takes the aggro. Pexu says, please kill me. And 33 says, no, kill me. Will be eventually Ace getting the kill onto the Undying. Puck's kind of playing around this fight as well. What is happening, Mofarah? That's your
This
job.
game's like the complete opposite to what was happening last game, where we got like 2 kills in 8 minutes or whatever it was. And this time they're all just hunting each other in the jungle. And, you know, the pressure's just relentless from both sides at the moment, it feels like, especially on Ninjas. With this Lina having a good start, she's going to be able to get this Yules online at a good time to run around the map, finding kills. And when you're against this TB, you usually go for the Axe Aether lens build, but we'll have to see for that nice pure damage before we can get that Sunder off.
Yeah, I reckon that'll be the case as well, because they've got the Morphling to do the right-click damage. They don't really need... And also, it's going to be a Terrorblade Morphling as well, which we saw last time, where he just steals the Terrorblade form every fight.
Yep.
And get ready for some lag as well on the computers. That's going to be fun.
That's
Always
fun.
Reflection. Well,
The PL versus the Terrorblade's the best one. Oh. Do you remember when we cast that game and it just...
Hold on,
just
Tombstone out onto PPD. PPD dropping low, the silence is out, but the right click misses up onto the high ground. That doesn't feel too good. And now PPD will speed away with the Drunken Brawler as Vega come up empty-handed despite dropping the Tombstone in the middle lane.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you remember that game we cast together once, the PL versus TB, and the game just crashed? It was fantastic.
I believe it was, who else? There was someone else there as well. I think it might have even been a Morph or something. But there were a lot of Illusion heroes. Oh, no, it was Monkey King. It was Monkey King.
Bot lane.
Oh,
They
no,
found him.
MNT, you're found. The Bat Rider comes flying in and they get a freebie onto MNT.
They know maybe next time's going to be wanting to hang around in this bot side of the map, trying to push the lane out, so... Well played by 33, just checking the trees, seeing where he is. And now Lina's, with the DD, is going to just try and shove this bot tower and open up the TV's jungle a little bit. And look where PPD's put all these deep wards on the Radiant side of the map as well. They know exactly where Terrorblade is all the time.
Yes, this is
33.
exactly what they want.
33 going to try and hunt him down again. Who would have seen this one coming?
More pressure onto the Terrorblade? Shocking. And they'll be happy just to wait, because when he's not in vision, they know he's not farming. So as long as he's not in vision, they won't try to kill him.
Down on the Lina.
With, Fada finally gets brought down. It took a fair few attempts, but Vega finally make it happen. And they're picking out Madara once again. Paxa comes forwards. Pexu coming in to defend. PPD plays run around the trees. Kaz coming into this one as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, although Madara is the one in trouble. Now the Roar comes out. Saxa might be the first casualty of this fight. Does one himself up, but finally drops. Madara, though, he's dropping low. He's got the flames on him.
These zombies!
But it's just an illusion. No, it's not. Wait, that was real? What the? Oh, because Ace was... Alright, guys, I got to explain that one. That was awkward. Ace was dressed as Terrorblade. Sorry, Peksu is being brought down. Oh, Lasso comes out. They blow him up. Alright, Ace had transformed into the Terrorblade, and the Terrorblade had the sticky napalm charge on him, which made him look like one of his illusions. So I was like, wait, that's not a real Terrorblade.
Oh, God.
Good God. I got it right at the start of the and I was like, wait a minute. I was doubting myself.
You're just bamboozling yourself now.
I really was. I really was.
I mean,
It was a wild ride.
This game's going to get even harder for Vega when this Brew Split comes online as well. They have to just keep his TB farming up. Keeper of the Light's getting a good chunk of farm down in this bot lane now as well. He's actually 3rd in net worth on his team.
Yeah, he's really pushing it hard to get himself some money, going for that 4 stuff. Old Cottle style.
More than anything, that just shows how much pressure this TB's been put under in the jungle. You know, we saw when we saw Liquid play this Terrorblade, he was just free farming away and wasn't getting punished, but NiP are doing a really good job. Oh, Bat Rider.
Oh dear.
It's a dream quit. Can't run away from that one now, unfortunately.
No, you cannot.
I mean, you couldn't before either.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, the Terrorblade is under the Cottle in net worth quite severely. Doesn't feel too good, but you know, it might seem silly because the Cottle's just taking the safe lane, but if Madara goes to the safe lane, the entirety of NiP will descend on him like a pack of hungry rats and eat him from the knees up. Excuse the kind of violent terminology, but...
No, we are having such a nice time, but okay, never mind. Brewmaster with the tome gets to level 6 now, and it looks like they're going to try and find someone in this bottom half of the map. The Radiant Scan actually completely misses both of those heroes. He managed to just about avoid it, and look at where 33 is going.
Yep.
Trying to hunt the Cottle, but
where are you, old man? I want to burn you alive.
Yeah. Already TP'd out. He knew.
Maybe next time, Bat Rider.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Saxa trying to defend this top tower alone. We haven't really looked at this side of the map, but it has been Vega trying to put a bit of pressure on this tower with this Beastmaster.
I mean, they're trying, but again, Saxa the same way that the Keeper of the Light was doing in the bot lane. He's just sitting up here, fade bolting away, making sure the lane doesn't get pushed in too far. He just has to be careful of this puck, who is very nimble, can bring him down.
Now the bird flying out to its given location.
Comes Brew.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tower's dropping low, but they're defending hard. Meanwhile, at bottom, Ace actually getting the pressure on onto the tier 2. Meanwhile, 33 will be spotted by MNT, or will it be MNT spotted by 33? 4 stuff away onto the high ground, though, and 33 can no longer find this one, and MNT's just playing around with him. Peksu comes in from behind. Bat Rider, he's got some friends, but they don't have a cancel, I don't think, so he can just TP.
These zombies are chasing him, dude. Get him!
Only they had a bash. What would that be like if, yeah... No nice frog these days, it wouldn't surprise me.
Zombies get basher. Undying needs buff. Not picked enough.
Zombies now share the unique attack modifiers, which
Undying basher, nice. Yeah. Can't wait for that one.
Radiant's middle tower is under
meanwhile, Ace, the mini Terrorblade, getting work done on this middle tower.
I mean, the problem is for Ninjas in Pyjamas though, that because 33's been chasing this Terrorblade around the map so much, he hasn't really been farming.
Oh, they're actually going on to Ace here. They pop the coil. They're just going to have to do this slowly but surely, as they are ripping through him now, and he breaks the coil. In fact, I think they force-staffed him right at the end there, and now they'll bring him down. Ace is dead. Now PPD trying to get away to the high ground. Going to have to pop this split, which wasn't what he wanted, but he's going to have to do it at the time. He's actually turning around and trying to play around with the puck here, stopping his advance. Well, he tried to deny the regen, but
it wasn't a force stuff that broke the coil. It was a nice blinding light from maybe next time on the light.
Very smart.
Maybe next time playing Keeper of the Light. That's a mouthful, isn't it? But yeah, really nice breaking the coil and forcing that morph to the damage. You could have just about morphed back into his normal form again there.
Let's just do really MNT on Cottle.
Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
It is. It is. Blasting out creep wave after creep wave after creep wave, getting that CS into his court. Madara has now come ahead of him though. They seem to have loosened their grip a little bit on this Terrorblade and given him a little bit more space, especially with that kill onto Ace. It's going to make NiP feel a little bit more on the backlines and a little bit more defensive perhaps.
They have to just keep farming their morph up. You know, he's going to get to this point where he gets to Lincoln's BKB. He's going to become a massive problem.
Yeah,
need to try and play around that.
I'd like to see a little bit more action from Fata, to be honest. I feel like her and maybe one or two other supports could really go in, but then again, you don't have the setup stun, so it makes it a little bit awkward. But I don't know, maybe with the Beastmaster Primal Roar, you could.
I don't. The problem is with Fata, like, who does he play with? Like, who's playing the map with him at this point? Because Sax has just been sitting top the whole time. You know, Ace is AFK farming. You know, PP's trying to get a little bit of things done, but because Batrider's had such a rough time, I mean, he's got his blink now, so he can play the map a little bit, but they need to just try and play around together, you know, go in pairs, or at least threes. Find these kills with the Lina. Ooh, they're smoked up on Vega, though.
They're looking, and NiP are looking awful tasty right now. They can get the run in with the Roar. Be a great start to this fight for Vega. PPD. I feel like he's starting to sense that something is up, and they will see this Hawk and know things are as they see. Pexi comes in from behind. They get the Roar out onto PPD. Can they kill him before he gets the ulti off? Yes, they can. They rip him apart. Saxa now trying to run away. What does he steal? Well, he steals Decay. It's going to do a little bit, and now the Ignis Fatus doing so much to hold down NiP. They take down another on the side of Vega, and Fata, he uses himself up, trying to back away from this one. Meanwhile, Ace actually comes to the back line and finishes off Mage. Meanwhile, Hexu gets dominated by NiP as they find the turnaround in this fight. And,
yeah, good buyback from Peter there on the Brewmaster. 33 comes in with the lasso onto the puck, and they managed to bring him down there before he can jaunt away to the orb. So, really nice running, just making sure they get the return kills. But again, not a bad fight for Vega either. You know, they're just making space for this TB to farm up at the moment. We've seen a couple of times today already what this TB can do when it gets to the 30-minute mark or so. And although they slowed him down at the start, you know, he's third in net worth again now. Can only slow down a Terrorblade for so long before he finds the farm.
Yeah. He's always going to get there, isn't he? Every single game we see him, he always gets there. I mean, that's the thing with illusions as well, right? Like, illusions are super, super strong. Pretty much always in Dota. Any hero with illusion is great, because not only can you farm without actually being there, which is always nice, but you can push out lanes, which does so much to give you space. You know, if you undervalue pushing out lanes, then you still have a lot to learn about Dota. Trust me. I still have no idea what it means, but I just say what other people say. And
this whole low commitment pushing thing, like the Keeper of the Light, all these illusions that you talk about, summons as well. So all these, like you see the Necro book on the Beastmaster at the moment is really good to just push lanes out. It makes it so difficult for you to ever find kills. Which, you know, we've talked about this Lina trying to find pickoffs, but she can't really do it in the way that she wants to, where she can push out lanes, you know, find people that are trying to do the same thing back. Maybe next time forces himself away. Yeah. 33's
taking a whole chunk of damage here and nearly goes down. Pexi might be able to finish it off. But he doesn't have any spells left. Oh gosh, the Illuminate nearly does it, and the Orb will come through and finish the job. However, now they threw up the Dime. Pexi in the middle of everybody. The Roar is out into Lina though. Fata gets destroyed. Ace trying to get some damage off. Will back himself away. NiP looks like they're going to settle for this. Even though they buy back on 33, I don't think they want to commit to this fight.
Yep, TB's been farming away, but he has the meta up, so let's try and take a fighter's 5. Let's use this meta to try and push an objective, and that was a buyback by the Batrider as well, so he's been having a rough time. It's only going to get harder.
A bit of damage dished out, but here comes the Ignis Fatus, allows them for the initiation. Ace dropping really low here, needs to waveform away, and BKB up for his strength. Will allow him to survive, and now actually they turn around, they blow up Kezi, but now the lasso comes out, they've got Madara as well, NiP, they take 2 in the middle lane. The Ignis Fatus means nothing as Mage disappears up onto the high ground. The puck will survive, but the Madara and the Beastmaster will not, and I am just calling Terrorblade the Madara right now because he's played it so damn much.
And that's exactly why Ace has bought a second item BKB on the Morphling this game. Because the biggest thing that he's worried about this game is the puck. And, you know, his instant magic damage. He still almost dies, you know, straight away to the Ignis Fatus and the puck. But just about waveforms forward, you know, strength morphs up just to keep himself alive. And with the BKB as well. With Vega blowing all their damage on the Morph and not killing him, they had to try and get out. And unfortunately, for them, didn't quite work out.
No, it did not, and now it's going to be NiP taking the net worth advantage for what very may well... Oh, they actually just bring it back into their favour as Vega did hold on to it for a while.
I think this game's definitely looking okay for Vega though. The Ninjas had a really good start, but this Batrider's fallen off so hard. He's they're playing against 4 cores now, you know, where the Keeper is in the net worth chart.
Yeah. This Keeper is certainly something. I mean, you know, you shut down the Terrorblade, and now the Keeper of the Light carry's coming into play.
Top tower is under attack.
It's always nice to have farm on your floors.
Ninjas know where they are, though.
yeah, Vega are getting away with this Roshan a little bit here.
Oh, guess what? Double damage
For
room.
God's sakes, how many times are we going to see this today? Meanwhile, Ace gets a solo kill onto Puck.
Can they get into the Roche pit though to stop this? It's going to go down. It doesn't look like it. So good blinding light. Pushing Peter back. Can they chase him here? He doesn't have the split for 30.
They get the Aegis. EPD running away. I think he's just making space at this stage. They're actually ignoring. They're going up top. This could be bad. No.
Shadow Blade on Lina.
Saxa trying to just away, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get killed. Madara.
That could have been a lot worse though for ninjas if the Lina didn't get the Shadow Blade off.
Yeah, it could have been better. Able to escape out the back.
And with Batrider shoving bot lane in as well. I'm not sure Vega are going to be able to get much done with this rest of the Metamorphosis. Probably just look to try and fight him up for a little while, wait for that cooldown to reset and go again.
Alrighty, well, 21 minutes into this game, and Madara is hanging around with this Manta-style Aegis combination. And I think NiP are really feeling the pressure right now, as there's a lot of pickoffs in this game. And that's just going to be the Lina finding a cheeky one deep inside Radiant territory, and now TPs herself away. That's the beauty of the Shadow Blade. Moving undetected under wards allows you to get these pickoffs, or even just coming in for the extra bit of damage onto these ganks. They can't see you coming. As you set up for Light Strike Array.
Bypass all those Observer wards is always nice when you give the ganks, but I don't, it's interesting to me to see that there's so many people that have been buying back early this game as well. Whereas, you know, some teams they like to just try and hold themselves. They just, you know, let one person die and they back out. Feels like Ninja, well, both teams in particular have just, like, someone dies, they're like, okay, we're buybacking, we're still fighting, we still want to go.
NiP double smoke.
Oh,
that does not feel good. That is they need to make something happen now, because they might not have smokes for a while.
Mage doesn't have buyback though. This could be a big pickoff if they can find him.
That's true, but what do they have? They need to blink in with a lift, really. The Saxa doesn't have a blink, so that's going to be very difficult.
They need that instant initiation. If they can get the Light Strike away from Fog, it'd be another way.
Huge ass. They go for it. They don't pull it off. Puck immediately with the Ethereal Jaunt trying to get out of this one. Now they get the Roar off onto Ace, trying to turn this one around.
The Morph though.
Madara fighting up. The stun comes out onto him, though. The Light Strike Array. Ace is actually going for the TP out of this one. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Ignis Sparta's going to help out Vega, as they seem to hold back. I think NiP just wanted to disengage. The moment they knew that the Puck wasn't dying, that was their initiation.
He might be in trouble, though, on the
gone.
brew.
Does look like he may be the sacrificial lamb or panda. Yeah, nice stun from Fata. Mage does have the jaunt, and they'll throw down the Yules as well. Looks like NiP actually get out of this one free. A few ultis committed, the split, and also the morph as well. Metamorphosis on the morphling. But
yeah,
all in all,
that was really awkward.
Sorry, go ahead.
Really awkward for morphling. He uses the BKB at the start of the fight to survive. So as soon as that BKB is starting to run out, he says, guys, I just have to get out now. Like, my BKB is about to run out, and I'll just get blown up. So be careful.
Ooh, Fata thrown back. Mage jumping forwards as well. Fata really low. The Ignite does not connect. And, sorry, the Illuminate does not connect.
I'd like to see Madara build up a BKB next on this Terrorblade. Get rid of all this magic damage coming through from heroes like the Brewmaster, the Batrider, Lina.
BKB is a lame item, but he's going super defensive. He's going for the Lincoln Sphere into BKB.
I mean, that's fine as well. You know, you're up against this Batrider with the lasso. Feels like that's the only way he's going to get killed off at this point in the game, with the lasso from the Batrider. But Morph's still farming really well. He went for this defensive item first, but sitting about 2,500 ahead of the TB in terms of net worth. So.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because you've got these two cores way ahead on the side of NiP when the Lina and the Morphling. I say way ahead as Terrorblade just overtakes the Lina. But, you know, compared to the rest of their team anyway. And then you've got this huge gap of 4 heroes as Kezu, Mage, MNT, and Madara all kind of doing very well as well. So it's very difficult to see who's really ahead this game, because there's a 1k net worth advantage for NiP. But as you keep saying, you know, this Kotal is pretty huge, and Kezu's not bad either. So the net worth is pretty evenly split. I mean, it just remains to be seen whether Ace can have this dream fight right now. If he gets one huge fight, that's going to push him way ahead, and the Terrorblade will not be able to deal with him.
Do you know, I want to see this game, though.
What do you want to see?
I want to see a nice Ignis Fatus with the Will-O-Wisp, right? then into a Dream Coil Rapid Fire from the puck.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
just sounds amazing already, doesn't it?
Yeah. And can your memes be dreams? Level 25. It's a long way away.
Did I ever tell you the one game I saw someone take that talent?
I've seen it quite a lot, but go on.
I saw one game where S4 took it in, I think it might have been at TI actually, and he took the talent at level 25 and he bought a rapier, right? And he's like, oh god, we're lacking damage, we have to do this. And everyone, like the high casters hyped it up, everyone hyped it up, and then S4 died before he could even use it, and they lost the game. Very sad.
Yeah, it's an awkward one. It's definitely one of the weirdest 25s in the game, I would say. I remember seeing it and going, what? Dream Core Rapid what?
Also, bat 33 with this Crimson Guard on the Batrider now. Really good up against all this physical damage from the Terrorblade, the Beastmaster, even the zombies as well. So, good pickup from him. We've seen a lot of these good teams utilise the damage mitigation items really well, especially teams like Secret and VP.
Yeah.
Not surprised that Ninjas have gone for that one themselves as well.
Yep, always good to have in your team.
All
And,
the DD on the morph.
How many DDs are we going to get this game? As this time it's Ace bottling one up, in fact. Has he had this bottle all game?
And no, it's Lena's bottle. She
Lena's
passed
bottle.
over to Ace
Very
just for the
smart.
DD.
Yeah, so next fight, Ace should be able to hold on to this DD and pop it at the opportune moment and catch Vega off guard, perhaps. They don't see it before now.
Yeah, I do like the
Shadowblade
late
up
game
and faster.
bottles. Oh, I do like the late game bottles on heroes like Death Prophet and Terrorblade and whatnot, though, that use these active runes really well. Ace tries to waveform the Necro Creep.
Yeah, it survives on 40 HP. He doesn't want to take the damage, so he's just going to ignore it. We'll take the ball, however. Very, very reserved of him. I'd be tempted to morph strength, kill it, and then morph back.
Dude, I'd have just killed that Necro Creep on full agi. I don't care. Let's just play all out.
Just do it.
I'd like to see a gem on this Batrider next as well. Try and close out some of the map vision from the Radiant side. It's been all about vision this game so far, and with the Beastmaster Hawk in the game as well, feels like it's doing a huge amount of work at the moment.
Smokes up. Kezu and Undying leading the charge. They want to find them. I'm not too sure what they're going for. They're just going to rendezvous with Madara and MNT. Looks like that might be the play. They found Saxa in the tree lines at least as the blinding light on blinding light, and now he's trying to get the TP away, but they're going to have to throw down the Ignis Fastest for this one, but Saxa will be secured here as the Illuminate comes out, and Madara actually gets the right click in. That's your Rubik dead. Maybe Vega want to make something happen with this.
Yeah, they can try, but what can they really take at this point in the game? Problem is, if you go for an objective now, if you go for an objective now, the Roche is about to spawn. So if you take a bad fight, the other team takes Roche, then gets a little bit awkward. So I imagine both teams are going to be wanting to fight around that Roche as the next big engagement. Oh, bot lane.
My, okay.
That DD.
That's the DD on Ace. Just going to work. Barely got to go over to just see the Pexu fall. Meanwhile, BKB popped by Ace as Madara comes into this one. The two carries fighting it up, but Ace is just gone. He's TPing himself away, and there will be no shout as Kezu pops the Lincolns with his Primal Roar there.
I love that Kezu was like, oh, do I want to go for this Roar? He has Lincolns. Can anybody else use anything? And he's like waiting for anybody else to use anything. He's like, oh, maybe his Lincolns is down. And just roars him anyway. Yeah, maybe we can kill him. Who knows?
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, well, maybe you can't communicate quickly enough to find that information out for yourself, so you just got to risk it.
Give it a go.
Shame. Yeah.
But that is meta down just as the Roshan minimum time has hit. So for the next Roshan fight, he might not have the meta up. But with Keeper of the Light, actually. Never mind. I forgot. We've got that Chakra Magic coming through. It should say on Chakra Magic, works on everything non-ultimate abilities apart from TB Metamorphosis. Because that's not fair.
Doesn't make much sense. Smoke up from NiP though. They know this Roshan will be spawning soon. They do not have the vision inside the pit, unlike Vega have with their Hawk. And if they're smart, they might see the sticky napalm on their Hawk. MNT just runs forward and breaks the smoke on PPD.
Can they get the
33 jumps in, split is used, but there's no Vega heroes here anymore. They've all gone.
They need to go Roche right now if they want to use this split effectively. Especially with meta being down as well. This is the time to try.
Still 8 seconds, they just don't know. How can they even predict this? They don't have anything to just sit inside the pit. And, I mean, now the split is over and Roche hasn't even spawned yet. There you go. almost in time.
Very unfortunate for ninjas.
Ninjas are not going to know this is up.
I just said that bit of analysis with Roche, just expecting it. I knew it was up sometime soon, and I just assumed it was up at that point. Fantastic bit of work by me. Sure. Amazing.
I believe what you actually said was they should take Roche now whilst the split is up. Which was
but the Roche wasn't even up.
Exactly.
What am I talking about? God damn. Look at this TB with the attack speed aura, though, from the Beastmaster. Just dies so quickly. Don't even need a double damage this time to take the Roche.
But, you know, when's double damage time? It's still a minute away. Meanwhile, I mean, NiP, they know this is happening. There's not much they can do as they pop everything. They actually go Roar into the pit. I mean, this is commitment to another level. As PPD gets taken out immediately, as Mage just keeping them back with the Dream Call. Roche is down, Madara will take it. BKB's being popped all over the place as Madara just runs forward. Fata not surviving at all as Madara goes to work, kills a Tombstone, kills Fata onto the high ground. Meanwhile, Ace has taken down Peksu, but can't really fight any more than this. As he waveforms himself away, NiP might escape, not sure about PPD. Mage coming in, gonna use the Yules. They use each other actually, as Saxa throws his down from the high ground. Sorry, but does look like NiP will escape with just Fata dead. Although I say that there is actually a lasso out from NiP onto Kezu. This is awkward because now Ace is on the low ground and the rest of Vega are already here. And
with the Metamorph just running out though,
trying to play around this. Ace coming back in. A very messy fight right now as yours is out. 33 surrounded. Madara getting to work. The Crimson Guard popped from 33, doing a lot to mitigate a lot of this damage coming through, but now they will finish him off. And that's a gem as well. Going for Vega. And yeah, Saxa. He tried to save his teammate, but as we all know, it never works out the way you want. Oh, the slide in, push back, but the counter coil from Saxa, he does use it. And, well, Ace taking damage in the back. He manages to blow up Mage, but what more can he do? Ace is dropping really low here. Will have to turn back into the Morphling. Meanwhile, Madara chasing down the final Bruling, and he gets killed by Madara. Quashed under his blade. Is this fight over though? I don't think it is. As Saxa comes forward, they want Madara. They want to go for him. As Ace comes forwards and they do finish him off. That is only the Aegis. Now they'll look to Peksu as well. Can they finish off them Undying? Yes, they can. Meanwhile, Madara running away. Yules up. The stun will come out and they will do it as they eliminate the Terror Blade and Vega Squadron. They just get their kumquats juiced. I don't know.
The what?
Yeah.
I can understand bananas peeled. I can understand apples cored, but okay, well, I'll let you off. You can try that one. But...
Sorry, man, I'm running out. It's the end of the day. I'm running out of food references. It's got to be done, man. It's got to be done. As NiP looking to approach this bottom lane. Actually, they want buybacks. They have no buybacks.
Yeah, I mean, you were watching the main fight, and I just watched 33 trying to chase the Keeper of the Light, and he almost got him, and then MNT just picked up a haste rune and ran away. It was Great rune spawns this game.
I must say these two teams have been fantastically entertaining with their team fights. Lasting so long. They lasso up the Undying, drag him back, but they've got no vision. Now comes the buyback from the Terrorblade running forwards. Lincoln's popping a roar off onto the Morphling. This could be huge. Can he survive? He's in the Terrorblade form. Now breaks out into the Morph form. The Ignis taken down very quickly by Fata with that Fiery Soul. Meanwhile, Ace just wants that illusion. Mage jumping in, but they got the BKB on Ace, so he's just going to back himself away. Fata, invisible, might survive this. Meanwhile, Saxa in the tree lines just trying to live. NiP retreating on all directions. 33 might be the only one to go down here. It looks like with that yours, 33 will fall, but it's a small price to pay considering the amount which NiP got out of this one. Oh, why did Saxa go back in?
He didn't really have anywhere to go. They knew where he was, so I think he's just trying to cut the creep wave, being annoying as he can. Yep. But he has buyback on the Rubik, so he's not particularly worried. Yeah, that was really nice from Saxa, though. They were trying to find this Morphling, but he got like a lift off into a 3-man stun, I think it was, on the backline, so they couldn't really chase anymore. But they settled with the Batrider instead. Yeah, well played, though. At least they keep their racks alive for Vega. But with the tier 3 down, it's going to open up shrines now for ninjas to try and grab at some point.
More importantly, they got this Terrorblade. There is now a win condition on the board for NiP. If they can kill Madara in the next fight, they might well win. But there is the cheese. The all-important cheese. Both delicious and strategically beneficial.
He has a very defensive item build as well, though, doesn't he? Like you mentioned before, the Manta, the Lincolns into the BKB. It's all about making sure you stay alive this fight. You see the Morph has done something very similar as well.
Yeah, exactly same build. And then he's also got the Scatty as well because he's a little bit further ahead. And Terrorblade's going the exact same build. Wow. Wait, no. One has a Manta.
I mean, Terrorblade has a Manta, but Morph has a Skadi, and now they're both going to build the opposite item to each other. So.
But Terrorblade has no Dragon Lance, you see.
Okay, fair enough. You got me.
But yeah, very, very similar builds. Very similar heroes in a way as well, especially when the Morphling literally turns into the Terrorblade. Things are getting weird in the Dota,
Also,
I would say.
This Puck level 20 now as well, so his orb's a lot faster. Takes the talent. So he's going to be even more nimble and difficult to deal with, as if it hasn't been bad enough already for ninjas.
Yeah, I mean, alright, imagine you're introducing your friend to Dota 2 and you go, oh, let's just jump in and I'll show you a pro game. And you say, okay, this is Vega versus NiP game 3. So what's happening in this fight is that the Terrorblade's running in with Metamorphosis, but then the Morphling turns into Terrorblade as well. But then the Terrorblade pops Manta and Conjure Image, which makes more Terrorblades. But then Ace, he's going to pop Reflection as well, so there's even more. And then all of these Terrorblades, and your friend is just lying dead with blood dripping from his nose by the end of the explanation. Because...
I think what you mean is, oh, let's introduce you to this game, and then it's Morphling versus Terrorblade, and you're like, oh, they both pop Reflection. Oh, we've DC'd. Oh, I can't really see what's happening the rest of this fight. It's too laggy.
True. You're not wrong. Thank you for not building a Manta style Ace. You're saving us from them precious frames.
He's got it queued up, don't worry.
Please, have mercy on our processors.
It's really important he saves for the buyback now on Ace. Especially with the 33 not having one. What is the buyback status, actually? Okay, there's a few up. It's most importantly the Morphling, but the Terrorblade doesn't. So, like you say, they can pick him off in the next fight with this Laguna Blade. Could be the big way to go. I'm surprised he's not building Ags on Fata, to be honest. He seems to be more like team fight orientated with his item build. Got that Shiva's queued up.
So where are we going with? I mean, where's the next fight? We've got Roshan maybe respawning in 1 minute 25.
It's so scary for either team though, especially with the waves constantly being shoved in by. You see, maybe next time playing up in the top lane, the Puck's constantly being nimble, pushing lanes out all the time as well. I'm actually
surprised NiP aren't going for a fight. To be honest, they still don't have buyback on the Terrorblade.
Top lane, they're trying to TP in to find maybe next time with the lift, but. He's on a goddamn horse. Look.
So stupidly fast. Yeah, he's got the Aeon disc, which could be nice. Kezu's here as well. I think Vega might need to get themselves out. Staying around here too long could be dangerous.
They don't have vision on the left-hand side, so towards the small camp, so you got to be scared about moving over there.
Ooh, this game is very, very tense for both teams. Of course, we are at this best of one phase where the team that wins this gets to stay on, but the team that loses this is done with the major qualifiers. They will not be going any further, which is terrifying. You
can tell by the way they're playing,
bottom lane. Took a Laguna to the place, trying to get away. Should be okay. Yep, we'll survive. Meanwhile, they're jumping onto Kezu here. They get the lasso off. They're holding the Beastmaster till. They're trying to get him on this little bit of cliff here. And great positioning from 33. Not that it really mattered in the end, but still finding Kezu. And their Puck survives, but their Beastmaster certainly does not. And
I was about to say, you can tell by the way both teams are playing that it's an elimination game. Whoever loses is going out, and they're both so scared to make any mistakes. You got to be worried. Oh! This Necro Creep, run!
EBD wants the money.
Want the gold!
He wants the gold. He's got to get him. Oh, the jukes! It's not enough.
Where's that gem that they're pinging that was dropped?
Oh.
Was it on the cliff? Yeah, Puck just picked it up. Beastmaster must have had a gem that they didn't realise.
Oh. So the cliff actually caused them to not see the gem, which the...
What a disaster.
Wow.
We shouldn't have dragged him up there then.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have.
I mean, you say ninjas need to look for a fight. They're trying really hard mid at the moment, but look bot lane. Like, this is constantly being shoved in by the Terrorblade. Keeper of the Light's constantly shoving top lane in. They have to push out the waves. So they can't look for this fight that they really want. Yeah, they're doing a really good job on Vega, just splitting the lanes up while they know Terrorblade doesn't have buyback.
Question is, how late is this game going? Is it going to warrant the Puck starting to build into right clicks? Oh, Raw out. They're going. Who is this they've caught here? It's actually the Brewmaster. PPD gets the split off on low HP. This is pretty important. What more can they do? As Ace comes in, trying to blow up Pexu as quickly as possible. Pexu heals himself up, and now with the invis as well, force staffing him out of danger. He is going to survive. NiP struggling to find blood, and they've also used their BKB on the Lina, not on Ace, the important one. Meanwhile, oh, this could be bad. Meanwhile, the lasso, but the immediate Yule's just going to hold Kezu still. He tries to force staff himself back, but it ends. And now the Ignis doing so much work. Saxa taken care of. Ace trying to do some damage. He pops that BKB, he gets into the fight. 33, not lasting very long. Down he goes. Now they're looking for more. Onto the high ground. Ace and Fata running from this fight. It's not looking amazing. As Ace transforming. Oh, that's a... They nearly blow up Pexu with the long damage blows.
Maybe next time has a refresher on the Keeper of the Light.
Puck taking damage, manages to get the Jaunt off. Meanwhile, Lina, Yule's up. She's going to fall. Fata is dead. Does have buyback. Meanwhile, PPD being chased down, thrown back. For Vega, they're grouped together and they're looking for death. Meanwhile, Mage having trouble with neutrals, actually, but does manage to get himself out. TPs himself away as Vega, they take down a bunch of heroes and they're going for this Roshan, but NiP, are they willing to give this one away?
Really good fight by Vega.
Very scary.
Terrorblade has the Metamorphosis back up. Sorry, not the Metamorphosis. The buyback back off cooldown now again as well. So if he does unfortunately take a bad fight here, he can just come back into the game. It's very difficult for them to take a fight without the meta up though. So expect Ninjas when this Batrider comes up that they try and force something here, especially with the lanes being pushed out for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah. It's a pretty stale game. It's very difficult for either team to make a successful move.
Can we just talk about this Keeper of the Light, by the way? With the refresher, he has the double Ignis Fatus. I don't know if you realised that he had two down there, but crazy stuff.
Where was the other one? Were they both on top of the other?
Yeah, pretty much. They were in like a Venn diagram kind of shape.
Okay. NiP going into the Roshan pit. The only heroes which have buybacks. Oh, all thrown out of the Roshan pit. Alrighty then. Bottle says no Rosh.
Can we get another GH-esque level Kotl play here?
I don't think so. That's a big ask. Yeah, we're currently sitting on only buybacks on Ace
Lasso.
and Morphling as they drag M&T into the pit. He's going to force staff himself away, use the invis as well, but there is sentries down. Ace will get to work and they will rip through M&T, who does not have buyback.
That's big that he doesn't have buyback. His team fight with the Ignis Fatus is a really big part of Vega's ability to win these fights.
Yep, it really is. This could even spell Roshan for NiP. But there's pushing coming out in the bottom lane. Madara, he's actually up onto the high ground here. He's looking for Saxa.
This tower's gone.
Big commitment as Fata comes in from behind. Terrorblade, he could be in trouble. He's got the BKB and the cheese, does use it and goes for the TP out. This should be enough to keep him alive. Yes, it is. Meanwhile, Roshan
really well played though.
Still now being attempted by Vega. We play the Hokey Cokey inside the Roshan pit. One team in, the other team out.
It stops Ninjas from taking Roche though with that play in the bot lane on the tier 3 bot.
Yeah, it's forced TPs and little Ace jumping forwards onto Pexu here, but there is a team on the high ground. Ace just going to pop that BKB and try and rip through the Undying. Will be successful in doing so. Drops a tombstone on Death, which is going to help them out though. And, oh, he goes for the roar, but gets lassoed up too quick. The coil onto 4. How much work can this do as Madara comes forwards? He's trying to fight this.
Kezu comes back.
More break in the action as NiP back themselves away. They're trying to kill the Hawk, but the shout from a long distance will allow them to kill Saxa. NiP scared.
Can they catch Peter as well? He's trying to run. Oh, he just turns back.
Oh, he turns back. They do get the immediate Hex. The PPD back on full HP just about in time. One available as well, but they're not going to do a whole lot as Madara rains down hell, and they do blow him up, but Ace jumps in, trying to blow up Kezu, won't find it. Now Fata being chased, 3 heroes. He's got the BKB, but he doesn't have much else. Gets the stun onto the Terrorblade, but Mage should be able to do the work by himself. Yule's up on Fata, but it is not enough as he is dead. And now they've got the Ignis, the double Ignis. They've got Ace, they've trapped him. Oh my god, they can just rip him apart. The double Ignis Fatus may have just put the final nail into NiP's coffin. I was not expecting that.
Again, I've said it another game today, but if I look at the Twitch chat in 5 minutes and there's not OS frogs all over the place, I'm going to be very disappointed again.
Crazy,
that double Ignis Fatus
shit.
That double Ignis Fatus is something else, honestly.
Vega actually going for a Roshan here?
Yeah, they can. Why not?
What do they want to just end the game?
I mean, they don't know who has buyback. Well, they know Lina doesn't have buyback, but It's so important you get this refresher shard on the Terrorblade more
They're
than
missing
anything.
250 net worth on their Terrorblade. This is what they're looking for. And we just want to make sure that their Terrorblades got buyback as well.
And guess what's just spawned? Top. Well, they know it's there, but guess what spawned? So here we go.
How many times today are we going to see double damage Terrorblades or Morphlings just running in and sweeping a game? I'm not ready for it, and I don't think NiP are either.
Today has definitely been the double damage day. You are correct.
Well, Mage getting to work on this middle tower. We'll take it.
Oh god. Ace is going to have to buy back here, otherwise he loses all sets of racks.
Why is they not trying to pressure the tier 4s? I think,
Ace?
I don't know, I think the buyback is kind of worth the tier 4s. Sorry, worth the
if you lose all your buildings...
Mega.
Oh, with a Cinder Brew, it does delay it quite a lot, actually.
It helps, doesn't it?
And without Fata being up as well, it's so difficult for them to take a fight. He's still dead for 10 seconds. But this DD on the Terrorblade is...
Morphling is back, Fata back in 9 seconds. They can probably start the fight right about now. They're gonna need to, as in they go. They actually silence up 33. That was their initiation plan. And this is going to mean Mega Creeps are out as Ace comes into this one. Stunned up, holding back on the BKB for now as they can find 33 in the trees. Mage, can he bring him down? Needs a bit more damage. Will find it. Ignis Spatters, it just keeps a Brewmaster still. And oh no, the Morphling is dead. He does have buyback. Will use it immediately, but Vega chasing forwards. NiP, they need to somehow fight this. They need to find Madara, but he's got 2 lives. It's just not possible. And now the Ignis Spatters again. It's too good. It is too much for NiP to handle. And now the base is under siege. The tier 4s are being taken. Vega, Squadron looking to close NiP out of these qualifiers. So they jump in onto the puck here. Mage dropping low. NiP fighting on the foot of their fountain.
It's gone.
Doing what they can, but the throne is dead. Vega will take it. And, I mean, what a game. What a fantastic game of Dota. Backwards and forwards. But in the end, it is Vega Squadron who will win. And in no small part thanks to MNT and his Kotl and this refresher orb. Absolutely insane, which he sold or put in his backpack at the end. I don't know. It's not in the post-game screen, but he had it. It might have been the refresher shard he used.
Oh, he had a refresher orb as well.
He did indeed.
He probably just dropped his items. No, he does have it. It's on the screen. 3rd item in. Come on, dude. Where you at?
No, it is. I just clicked on him and yeah. I mean, observers can see it. People watching in the stream can see that it's not here in the overview, but it is in the scoreboard. Don't ask me why. Just Valve things.
I mean, I don't know. That game was so like 33 has such a good start on this Batrider, but they're so focused on trying to kill this TB and hunt him down. And Ace gets a really good start against him, and it looks really good. But if Batrider doesn't have Blink, and Peter doesn't have Blink on this Brewmaster, they really struggle to start any kind of fights. We've talked about catch today already being so important, and it doesn't matter how good of a lead you have. If you can't either bulldoze down a lane or at least catch somebody with some kind of initiation, it's so difficult for you to ever take fights. And so it doesn't matter how much of a lead you have. Madara just goes back into the jungle. You can't hunt him forever. He just farms away like Terrorblades do. And yeah, maybe next time getting so much farm in the bot lane on this Keeper of the Light just helped them so much.
It really did, yeah. The Kotl was something else, just taking full advantage of the situation in which they put Vega in. And that's how you make it work. You send you just capitalize on the gold available to you on the map. Pretty impressive stuff coming out from Vega Squadron, have to be said. And I'm looking forward to seeing them further in this tournament. I think it's going to be a fantastic qualifiers from here on out.
Yeah, it's going to be Vega against, who was it was the final Tribe as well in the lower bracket final, isn't it? But in terms of Ninjas in Pyjamas, 4th place in the major, now not qualifying for the next major. I feel like coming into this group,
not through the qualifiers. There's still the minors available, but that's a long shot. So definitely putting themselves under a lot of pressure and a big change around. But new patch can always be put down to some particular changes, a little bit slower to adjust perhaps, but still, got to be feeling a little bit bad on their side. Yeah,
it's been a rough week or so, or a couple of weeks for them now. We cast them in the other Winter Clash tournament as well. They had to drop out because they felt like they needed to learn the patch. But again, like you said, it feels like they've just been a little bit slow on it, and other teams have just worked it out a bit quicker.
Absolutely.
I imagine they'll be back for the minor again. They'll want to be giving it their best, because obviously with the minor you can still qualify through to the major.
Yeah.
It's
still an option, but it's rough. It's a hard one. It's a whole tournament to go, and that is so much pressure to put on yourself. So With that ending, we have Vega Squadron 2, Ninjas in Pyjamas 1, and that puts an end to the day. Vega Squadron will go through to play it in the Decider, but Ninjas in Pyjamas, no more tournament for them. Thank you so much for watching today. It's been some fantastic Dota going on. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Of course, throw us a follow on Twitter if you're enjoying the casts, and we'll see you soon. It's going to be other casters taking you through the rest of the games in the week, but thank you for joining us for today, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Goodbye.